Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. My name is Connor. We're in a very interesting time right now in crypto. All year long 2025, altcoins have been underperforming. This has been a Bitcoin driven cycle. Now we have Ethereum starting to rally and altcoins starting to wake up. It does appear we are in a period of time, a window of opportunity where altcoins are risk on. And when it comes to these altcoins, there's many different narratives and sectors of the altcoin market. When altcoins have performed 2023, 2024, 2025, in these windows of opportunities, when they perform, one specific sector does tend to outperform many other sectors, and that is the artificial intelligence, the AI narrative. Okay, so in this video, I'll be going over 5 AI coins that I believe will rally really hard as long as this market stays bullish. Let's get into the video. At the current moment in time, AI coins are boasting a crypto market cap of $30.9 billion, basically $31 billion overall right now. And that's really not much compared to the overall crypto market cap of 3.94 trillion. That is less than 1%, actually, 30.9 billion. So AI coins have a lot of room to grow, as does the entire altcoin market, right? They are all extremely oversold. They're all cratered out. Now, when it comes to these AI coins, you'll hear me talking about, like I said, 5 coins in this video, and you're going to hear a common theme amongst these. Many of these projects are building AI agent framework. All right, so we're going to go over some network coins building a robust AI network, and we're also going to be going over projects that are focusing on building a robust AI agent framework, which is going to, of course, allow for AI agents to flourish and become fully autonomous down the line as AI does progress. All right, so keep that one in mind. Now let's get into the video. Coin number 1 is going to be Old Faithful. That is BitTensor or Tau. All right, no surprise here. This is included in the video. Current market cap is $4 billion. Current price is $428. Now, I don't want to spend a ton of time going over fundamentals, especially Tau in this video, because I've covered it so extensively on the channel. I'll leave some of my older Tau videos in the description down below. If you're brand new and you want to learn about the fundamentals, I would recommend you go and watch those. But essentially, Tau is building the decentralized artificial neural network with an unlimited amount of subnets underneath the main network that all are completing different AI objectives. And essentially every AI coin in the market can be registered under a Tau subnet, in the sense where Tau subnets are doing all the tasks that all these other AI agent coins are already doing, and it's all in one network. But we're not going to go over subnets, individual ones in this video. We're just going to look at the main coin, which is Tau itself. Now, looking at Tau here, let's go to the weekly price chart. So on the weekly price chart, you can see that we have been in a pretty big range from February. We have the range high at 500 bucks, range low down here just below 200. Now what's happening right now is we pumped over here in May to the range high. We sold off in June with the big war scare in the Middle East. And now here we are in July with price pumping back up to resistance. So what we're looking for essentially is a flip of $500, right? $500, that is up here. That is the top of our resistance. Now in the daily time frame, if we look at what's going on, you can see we rallied off of the lows in early July and late June, right up to resistance in the yearly open. Price is just consolidating, right underneath this resistance level. Again, I do believe we are going to see a period of risk, at least until the middle of August, okay, which means, a few weeks of really bullish price action, and things can accelerate very quickly in a few weeks time in crypto. If you've spent some time in this market, altcoins, you know that a few weeks can erase months of bearish price action. So what we want to see here on Tau is a flip here of the 450 level, 460 level, and then it needs to clear $500. If Tau clears 500, it is my belief that it will go on to make a new all-time high, okay? This is the area where price has rejected every time, around $750 to $800. So it, of course, needs to get above that. But once it clears 500, I see it going right up here to the all-time highs. And ideally, it does break into price discovery. All right, so it's at the cusp. Tau is usually the AI leader. It does tend to go first in terms of its rallies, and many of the other smaller AI coins follow after it. So I'm watching Tau as a risk-on indicator for AI coins. I do hold this one, and I'm looking for it to push again to the all-time highs and then break into price discovery. The first thing that must imperatively happen for that to actually take place is Tau getting above $500. So we have some consolidation directly underneath resistance. Watch it. Okay, and in my opinion, this range is going to hold. If we do sell off to the bottom of the range, around the low 400s, high 300s, that's a buy for the move into all-time highs, or a test of the all-time high. Okay, so that's coin number 1 for the video. Let's go ahead and move on now to coin number 2 of the video. Coin number 2 is going to be a base AI agent framework coin. Of course, everyone knows Virtuals, right? Virtual, the token, performed extraordinarily well in late 2024 and early 2025. It actually topped out on the 2nd of January, and it went on a decline of what, 90% or so? 92% down. Okay, now it is up from the lows. But anyways, I'm not talking about Virtuals in this video. If you go look at the market cap of Virtuals, it's billions, right? It's 1.04 billion currently. I want undervalued bets in the base ecosystem that, in my opinion, could have better technology than Virtuals itself. And the coin I do have my eyes on for that bet, for that thesis, is a coin called REI. All right, REI currently has a market cap of $181 million. Okay, so less than 20% of the virtual market cap currently. And this project is arguably much better technology when it comes to AI agents on base. Real quick, we'll just do a real quick summary of REI. So again, building AI agent framework. They have their core API. Think of the core API as the network, right? They call it the cognitive base layer, implementing semantic memory and neural processing principles. This is the core functionality that enables contextual analysis and adaptation through persistent user interaction patterns. All right, so this is like their core API. This is their base network essentially. Built on top of the base network is what they call the factory. And the factory is the actual AI agents, right? So factory enables users to create and operate personal cognitive agents that evolve through daily interactions, right? They learn on their own, autonomous learning. It provides the infrastructure for developing core-based agents that develop deep understanding of their users' needs and contexts. So you have the base layer, which is the core API. You have the factory, which is the AI agents, and then you have the oracle. The oracle is, of course, all of the data from the world and that feeds into the network and that these agents learn from. Okay, so the oracle bridge enables arbitrary computation and complex on-chain actions through a universal translation layer. Fundamentally different from traditional feed oracles that simply relay price data or external state. So this project is built from the ground up, right, to be a robust AI agent framework and network. Again, market cap is less than 20% of Virtuals. The coin has been on a rally. Let's go take a look at the price chart here. It does appear that there are some big players accumulating this coin. This is the, let's go to the weekly time frame first, right? This thing's been on a crazy rally. It's just broken into new all-time highs this week. And I don't really like to chase after things, especially when they're in price discovery. But if we are going to see risk on until, at least in my opinion, the middle of August, well, you know, this thing can make a hard push and it could multiply in a short amount of time. So anyways, if you do see a pullback, which can happen, I would be looking for this level that was just left behind in this fair value gap, okay? And this is coming around 14 to 15 cents, right? Current price is 18 cents. But anyways, what I want to show you is just using the fib and pulling the extension from the previous all-time high to this low that it made. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to throw some extensions here on the chart, and I'm going to show you what some of these levels do look like. All right, so let's put the negative 618. Let's put the negative 0.27. Let's put the negative 1. And let's put the negative 1.27 and the negative 1618. Let's get rid of all this other stuff that we don't need, like so, okay? and let's extend this to the right. Now we just have some levels to go off in price discovery, because again, this is uncharted waters. Price of the token has never been this high before. So these are certainly price targets to look for. First level, the 0.27 is going to be at 22 cents, right? 61.8, 28 cents. Then we get into the higher extensions of the negative 2.7, which is going to be at 40 cents, and the negative 61.8 at 45 cents. Okay, so these would be over 100% moves from the current market price. The thing is, with virtuals at 1 billion, this thing could also potentially go to billions if it really is the main AI agent framework thing on base. Okay, so anyways, look for a pullback if given to these previous levels around 15 cents. Also strong support at 12.5 cents for a rally to targets. Okay, I wouldn't hold this thing if it starts to show weakness and roll over, and I definitely would want to be out if it did break this trend line, which has been the bullish trend from the bottom. But as of right now, it's bullish momentum higher, so just look to ride that bullish momentum higher right now. Let's go and move on now. Okay, the next coin we're going to be talking about in this video, another AI agent framework coin. This one on Solana. This one's a little bit interesting because it's such a low market cap, but there's some interesting activity happening. Okay, anyways, this coin is called Swarms. Swarms right now is trading for 2.155 cents. The market cap is low, like I said, at $21.5 million. Now, as you can see from the contract, this is actually a pump fund created coin. Okay, the contract has pump in it at the end, meaning that this coin, this token, was created through the pump fund launchpad. So take of that what you will. Now, if you look at where it's traded, though, it's not only on Solana. Okay, this is listed everywhere, literally everywhere, as we can see from all the main exchanges. And let's go take a look at the volume, because the volume is worth looking at right now. And I'm not talking about the spot volume. I'm talking about the perpetual futures volume currently. So if we go ahead and look at the perpetual futures volume, you can see it's listed on Binance Futures. It's not listed on Binance Spot, only Binance Futures. The volume, $12.3 million. Volume also decently high compared to the market cap on these other exchanges like BitGet, Bybit, BingX, OKX, right? If you add all these volumes together, it is greater than the current market cap. So the perpetual futures volume is quite high on this coin. Real quick, what this is, right? So Swarm's first and most reliable multi-agent production grade framework designed to orchestrate intelligent AI agents at scale. It's built for enterprise apps. Swarms enables you to create sophisticated multi-agent systems that handle complex tasks through collaboration, processing, and intelligent task distribution. And this is just their website, right? So they have a marketplace where you can go and buy AI agents. You can buy prompts to help you prompt better utilizing AI. And you can also buy tools to help you out, right? If you are a builder, you can buy AI powered tools that can really, add to your workflow. So this is Swarms. The main thing that sticks out to me is the activity that we're seeing on the perpetual futures on Binance. It does appear that the Binance cartel does have some interest in this coin currently. All right. So anyways, the interesting thing as well is the chart. So let's go look at this chart here on Swarms. This is the daily time frame. Okay. So this token was created on Pump Fund. It got listed over here in January on the BitGet exchange, as well as all the other exchanges. And as you can see, it went from 48 cents down to 2 cents. Now, it's not in a downtrend anymore. It's in a clear sideways accumulation over here. So what we're looking for on Swarms is we are looking for this range that price is currently trading in at the bottom of the range right now. We're looking for this range to lead to another expansive move on Swarms. Okay, in my opinion, this one is a candidate that can potentially go and break into new all-time highs from down here at the bottom. But even if it just returned to where it was earlier in the year, from 20 to 30 cents over here, you're still looking at 10x gains. Okay, but this one can potentially go and push into price discovery. But Swarms, add it to your watch list if it isn't already. Definitely one to consider for an AI pump here going into the month of August 2025. That's our third coin for the video. Let's keep it moving on. Next coin is going to be, drum roll, it's going to be the QUBIC network. Okay, QUBIC right now has broken out from its long accumulation. and the current price is $2,254 per billion cubic units. Market cap of QUBIC is $274 million. Okay, QUBIC, another project we've covered a lot here on the channel. So I am not really going to go into the fundamentals too much. I will leave videos that I've created in the past. If you want to learn more about the fundamentals of QUBIC, go and watch those after you finish this video. But this is the weekly price chart right here of QUBIC. Okay, so we were talking about this project for a long time, right? We were keeping track of it through this boring consolidation phase that has led to this breakout now. So personally, I mean, everyone in my mastermind, I told them straight up, don't ask me if it's a good time to buy QUBIC. You had months to buy it before the breakout, okay? And I'm going to say the same thing to you guys. Like, if you want to chase after this thing, go for it. It would be best if it did give you a pullback to retest the breakout, but there's no guarantee that that will happen. We're looking for QUBIC to expand here to its higher targets, all right, and potentially go and make a new all-time high, which is at 12,000 per billion. Current price is 2,200 per billion. But anyways, QUBIC right now showing a lot of strength on the weekly. On the daily, it's in a bull flag, okay? That's why I'm talking about it right now. If you feel like you want a FOMO, you might get away with catching a breakout from this daily bull flag up higher. Always look to buy it towards the bottom of the flag. However, the low may have just been put in yesterday on Thursday, and it may break out. So anyways, I'm looking for higher targets on QUBIC. I'm already positioned, but if you're not, you need to keep a watchful eye on this chart, and you can trade the momentum up, right? You can trade the momentum on a bull flag breakout here, because I believe this thing is going to continue to rally. I don't think that this little baby rally, this little baby breakout so far was everything, right? This was a 50% move, not bad, but we're looking for much more here, and I don't believe that this is going to just lead to price rolling back over and into this range. I think the bullish momentum will continue here, and we're going to hit higher targets on the QUBIC network. So that's coin number 4. Coin number 5 now, last one for the video. Now another AI agent coin, and another one on Solana. Another one that is kind of somewhat questionable in terms of its legitimacy, right? Swarm's created on Pump, but in my opinion, it's a legitimate project. But this one is going to be AI16Z, right? That's a Z. It's not a Z, it's a Z. Sorry to everyone from all around the world that pronounces Z wrong. Stop saying Z. But anyways, the market cap for this coin is $167.3 million. Fully diluted valuation is the same as the actual market cap currently. So all coins are currently in circulation. So AI16Z, what is it? Another agentic operating system where you can build, orchestrate, and collaborate with AI agents. So this coin did extraordinarily well, really, really well in late 2024 and early 2025. Now, it's just like Swarms, just like all the other Solana or AI agent coins in general, right? They all came and they all are forming a long bottoming accumulation range. Now, if you look at the coin right now, from what happened over here in early July, late June, this rallied into May, retested the bottom over here in late June. It rallied up in late July, and it just sold off the entire pump that it spent weeks building here in July. Just sold off down here. In my opinion, I'm going to call this a 7-day demand zone, right on the 7-day time frame. As you can see, this cluster here, still fresh, price wicking directly into it. So my scenario that I'm going for here on AI16Z is that the low was put in yesterday on this sell-off, this dip into demand. I don't really see this one. Look at the downside compared to the upside. If we just zoom this one out. Okay, your downside looks pretty limited to me. Your upside looks not limited. Okay, it looks like it could be pretty crazy to the upside. Of course, everything is a risk. There's no guarantee that something like this will pump. But if you look at some of these other AI agent coins on Solana, for example, Griffin, another one that can be talked about in the same exact light as AI16Z, right? Look at this one. It's a very similar chart. It's almost the exact same chart. Again, where the downside, you could see downside, right? But compared to the upside, It's massive. Okay. So anyways, with these Solana AI agent coins, they've underperformed. They've been in a bear market for the last 7 months. If they're going to relief rally here, in my opinion, it happens from this spot right here. Okay, so I think my bias is that this low from yesterday was the low, and we are going to rally at least until the middle of August, which gives us around 2 to 3 weeks of bullish price action, where we could see this thing erase months of bearish price action. Okay. So anyways, let's go take a look, and I'll put some targets here on the screen. So I would say these highs, 40 cents would be a target. Around 53 cents would be a target. Then you get up here like 75 cents. I would say over here at above $1, around $1.25. And then you get into like the $2 level all the way up here. I would look to sell gradually on the way up higher. But all in all, I think that the bottom is in for these coins, guys. So this is what I'm looking at right now for AI. Of course, there's so many AI coins on the market. So if you want me to take a look at one, drop it in the comments section down below on why you're bullish. Also, let me know what you think about these coins, as well as the analysis that we shared today. Do you believe that the low was put in just yesterday and we're going to rally? Or are we going to see some new lows here and these altcoins continuing to underperform? I don't think that's going to happen. I'll be straight up with you, but drop a comment on what you think down below. So in this video, we went over 5 AI coins that I am looking to outperform here compared to the rest of the altcoin market for the next few weeks. I believe the low was put in yesterday. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you let me know by smashing that like button down below. And if you are not subscribed to Crypto Empire, go ahead right now and smash that subscribe button down below and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I'll see you in the next video.